Savanna structure and seasonal drying dictate movement potential and energetic constraints for wildebeest.
Landscape pressure defines my options.
Scent, sound, and ground cues integrate into directional signals supporting herd cohesion. Predator pressure shifts movement efficiency, forcing rapid adjustments to balance risk and energy.
Across seasons, migration restructures resources, risk exposure, and long-term wildebeest resilience. Savanna structure defines movement, visibility, and risk for large herbivores here. Seasonal rainfall patterns determine corridor viability and influence population distribution across regions. The blue wildebeest is an endurance grazer adapted for long-distance seasonal migration.
Reinforced shoulders and limb architecture support prolonged locomotion under heavy load.
Shoulder load stable.
Efficient stride mechanics minimize metabolic cost during sustained migrations across variable terrain.
Optimized step economy.
Hoof morphology distributes force across the substrate, enhancing traction on uneven ground. Broad peripheral vision increases early predator detection and supports coordinated herd responses.
Acoustic cues inform herd cohesion and signal predator approach from concealed positions.
Prioritize low-frequency calls.
Olfactory mapping helps locate water and interpret herd directionality under variable winds.
Track moisture scent.
Specialized rumen fermentation maximizes nutrient yield from low-quality savanna grasses.
Extract maximum energy.
Heat, wind, and low moisture alter activity windows and drive temporal herd aggregation.
Core heat retention patterns influence resting behavior and timing of foraging excursions.
Feeding and movement concentrate at dawn and dusk to reduce thermal stress and predation risk. Rain-related shifts redistribute forage and initiate synchronized herd movements across regional savanna corridors.
Pinch points and river crossings concentrate individuals and magnify predation and drowning risk.
Births synchronize with early rains to maximize forage availability for neonatal survival.
Rapid neonatal mobility enables calves to maintain pace with moving herds and reduce predation vulnerability.
Stand quickly, follow herd.
Diverse predators impose layered threats, shaping vigilance patterns and group defense behaviors.
Population stability arises from high fecundity, offsetting substantial juvenile and adult mortality risks. Endurance, reproduction, and movement define the species' role in savanna ecosystem dynamics. Record outcomes, update route. Individual spacing alters vigilance efficiency and increases early detection coverage during morning foraging. Keep distance for visibility.
Grazing selection depends on moisture, nutrient density, and proximity to herd cover zones.
Predator scent cues initiate posture changes that elevate detection accuracy across the herd.
Unknown. Verify direction.
Independent ear rotation enhances acoustic triangulation, clarifies predator bearing, and refines directional response timing.
Left side, possible movement.
Short repositioning reduces isolation and stabilizes collective vigilance, preserving detection efficiency under threat.
Close gap fast.
Predator corridors impose directional pressure that reshapes herd geometry and constrains escape routing decisions. Identify safe lanes. Lateral trotting maintains spacing, sustains defensive geometry, and preserves flank cohesion against stalkers.
Visual confirmation sharpens herd alignment, accelerates collective displacement, and reduces individual decision latency to flee.
Coordinated alignment reduces individual risk, enhances escape efficiency, and improves group-level survival probability. Acceleration trials calibrate escape margins and ready individuals for coordinated herd flight under immediate threat.
Test speed margin.
Lane convergence organizes movement flow and lowers collision risk during rapid herd mobilization.
Spacing recalibration enhances vigilance coverage and maintains herd coherence during rising uncertainty periods.
Hold distance balance.
Dust displacement exposes approach vectors and refines herd response toward the safest movement corridor. Directional alignment improves escape efficiency and reduces individual vulnerability during initial herd displacement.
Distance reduction forces rapid acceleration and compacts herd movement into a defensive momentum field.
Increase speed now!
Trajectory adjustments reduce collision risk and maintain herd velocity under crowded escape conditions. Kinetic wave formation distributes movement energy and stabilizes escape flow across herd segments.
Stay within wave flow!
Density shifts lower predator insertion success and support continued herd momentum during flight.
Momentum holding. Keep pace.
Dust-induced visibility loss decreases predator accuracy and increases survival probability during sustained flight.
Use dust! Extend gap!
Predator disengagement allows herd pacing to normalize and restores coordinated vigilance after escape. Energy budgeting after chase dictates immediate recovery or renewed foraging decisions within herd constraints. Recover, then decide. Scavenger presence alters retrieval timing and increases cache relocation frequency across nearby nodes. Relocate if threatened.
Juvenile positioning within herd reduces predation probability during high-risk crossing events near riverbanks.
Stay center. Close.
Hydration-driven detours trade distance for water access and momentary elevated risk near human edges. Trail memory expedites crossings and reduces exploratory losses across repeated migratory passes seasonally. Use known path. Group decision heuristics favor majority movement cues when sensory input is ambiguous during low visibility.
Follow the crowd.
Predator focal point attacks exploit edge weaknesses and temporal lapses in herd cohesion during crossings. Subgroup fission reduces local competition but increases vulnerability until regrouping occurs over hours.
Nocturnal movement reduces thermal stress but shifts sensory reliance toward acoustic and olfactory cues.
Listen and smell. Move.
Post-chase regrouping restores vigilance patterns and inform route optimization across the broader landscape.
Diminishing forage density forces individuals to reassess movement routes under increasing environmental stress.
Find viable patch. Moisture assessment guides grazing choices and reduces wasted energy during prolonged drought periods.
Short acceleration bursts maintain cohesion and limit vulnerability within shifting herd subunits thereby.
Close the gap.
Predator scent triggers vigilance responses and rapidly alters herd spatial geometry and spacing.
Arc formations spatially distribute vigilance and reduce blind sectors against approaching predators effectively.
Hold arc line.
Unstable substrates significantly increase injury risk and influence route decisions during aridity periods.
Aerial scavenger activity often indicates predation events and shifting local risk distribution nearby. Heat stress elevates pacing behavior and drives earlier movement toward potential water sources. Shade-seeking movements reduce thermal load and extend functional foraging windows during peak heat. Distant herd motion signals shifting resource access and prompts alignment toward group safety. Nutrient-depleted forage compels repeated sampling and increases movement frequency during drought.
Too little here.
Postural adjustments reduce solar exposure and slow internal heat accumulation under extreme temperatures.
Ease the heat.
Fatigue elevates misstep frequency and significantly increases short-term injury risk on unstable terrain. Acoustic cues modify vigilance intensity and shift group spacing patterns across the herd immediately. Seeking shaded gullies lowers heat stress and prolongs functional movement capacity during midday heat.
Use cooler path.
Distant herd displacement indicates shifting predator pressure and potential resource redistribution across plains.
Movement upstream.
Young age assessment helps estimate herd movement timing and resource availability shifts locally. Recent passage.
Dry stream beds guide animals toward residual moisture zones critical during drought periods locally.
Where water hides.
Dense shrubs increase movement resistance and significantly elevate energy expenditure per meter traveled.
Dust shedding improves skin airflow and reduces thermal discomfort during extended movement periods.
Clear the coat.
Shifting wind patterns deliver predator scent earlier, increasing reaction time during risk windows.
Alert rises now.
Lowered posture reduces silhouette detection and delays predator visual acquisition at close range.
Stay low. Unseen.
Long-distance roars provide spatial cues about predator position and ongoing territorial activity nearby.
Low light adaptation enhances motion detection yet significantly limits fine detail resolution during nocturnal periods.
Track movement first.
Vibration cues reveal herd direction when visual and acoustic signals diminish at night. Follow ground signs. Hyena calls elevate alarm states and prompt rapid reassessment of escape routes immediately.
Threat confirmed.
Group cohesion reduces individual predation risk through dilution and confusion effects over time.
Stay with them!
Wind-based decisions reduce scent exposure and optimize nighttime corridor selection for safety effectively.
Choose safest path.
Short accelerations reduce isolation time and thereby significantly lower individual vulnerability at night.
Close the gap!
Group reformation decreases immediate threat exposure and restores temporary nighttime stability measurably thereby.
Geological recovery begins after stress peaks, reallocating energy to repair and maintenance rapidly. Energy ledger shows surplus thresholds before mating efforts are initiated by territorial males.
Ledger checks.
Calving site selection prioritizes shelter, drainage, and proximity to emergent forage patches nearby.
Score this site.
Females time parturition to forage peaks, maximizing kit survival and maternal energy balance.
Lek formation concentrates males and creates dense social signaling environments during breeding windows.
Claim this space!
Neonate precociality allows rapid locomotion, reducing predation exposure immediately after birth during migration.
Move quickly.
Nocturnal vigilance patterns shift to alternating watches, preserving energy while protecting calves effectively.
Watch, then feed.
Environmental cues synchronize births across cohorts, enhancing collective defense and foraging efficiency seasonally. Summary metrics indicate survival stabilization and reproductive planning for the upcoming seasonal cycle.
Plan next move.
Male clustering initiates reproductive cycles as density cues and seasonality shape mating opportunities. Parallel walking establishes territorial margins and reduces frequency of energy-costly physical escalations between males. Chemical marking communicates ownership gradients and modulates female movement through concentrated lek areas.
Female assessment prioritizes stability, stamina, and territory quality during mate selection in the lek. Display trotting reveals endurance capacity and biases female proximity toward physically fit males over time.
Horn trials measure pushing force and endurance, resolving dominance without escalating to injurious combat.
Female entry reorganizes male spacing, triggering intensified courtship displays and brief competitive adjustments. Circular chases evaluate sustained stamina that predicts male reproductive competitiveness under natural conditions.
Olfactory confirmation aligns timing and reduces ineffective mating attempts by signaling female physiological readiness.
Consistent pursuit spacing indicates male stamina, while minimizing premature escalation and unnecessary energy expenditure.
Female directional testing evaluates male responsiveness and coordination, improving selection accuracy during courtship assessments.
Low-head displays emphasize horn geometry and neck musculature as honest indicators of physical quality.
Short intrusions probe dominance order while preventing prolonged high-energy confrontations that risk injury rates. Grazing pauses allow females to maintain energy balance and optimize condition before final mating decisions.
Synchronized pacing reinforces lake boundaries and preserves structural stability during peak reproductive activity periods. Poor entry by females amplifies male alignment and accelerates intensity of localized courtship displays effectively.
Resonant calls advertise vigor and provide females with acoustic cues about male condition and size.
Receptive trotting signals readiness and adjusts male pursuit intensity according to immediate female behavior.
Controlled approach angles limit stress and facilitate greater mating success through reduced female disturbance.
Proximity pauses refine mating readiness and stabilize short-range interactions, promoting successful copulatory contacts.
Trail scenting confirms movement directionality and supports persistent courtship tracking with reduced search costs.
Rapid challenge resolution minimizes combat frequency and preserves reproductive energy pools among competing males.
Sustained grazing maintains female body condition, which is essential for successful conception and offspring survival.
Alignment moments lower tension and enable initiation of final mating stages with reduced aggression probability. Stationary pre-copulatory postures signal readiness and permit precise male positioning for controlled mating initiation.
Stable mating posture increases copulatory success probability while minimizing risk of accidental disengagement during mating.
Post-mating separation reduces immediate competition and contributes to ongoing lek stability across the season.
Returning to maternal groups increases protection for females and stabilizes social conditions post-copulation. Post-peak redistribution optimizes grazing efficiency and reduces localized vegetation pressure across the landscape.
Evening herd stability reflects successful reproduction cycles and balanced energy expenditure across multiple individuals.
Early recovery stabilizes muscle function and restores metabolic reserves after prolonged migratory exertion.
Selective grazing increases nutrient intake and accelerates tissue repair, supporting faster post-migration recovery.
Short acceleration bursts enhance joint coordination and rebuild locomotive efficiency after migration stresses.
Terrain scanning refines route selection and lowers exposure to predation in open environments.
Repeated pivots refine reaction timing, improving maneuver responsiveness and escape efficiency under predator pressure.
Maintaining moderate spacing improves vigilance and reduces collision risks during sudden herd movements.
Systematic track inspection improves predator detection accuracy and directs movement toward consistently lower risk routes.
Subgroup coordination amplifies vigilance overlap and distributes predation risk across multiple attentive individuals in group.
Incremental pacing strengthens endurance capacity and conditions muscles for sustained migratory exertion ahead.
Recovery completion restores operational capacity and fully reintegrates individuals into herd-level movement patterns and roles.
Low-frequency roars propagate through the herd and elevate coordinated vigilance responses.
Stress waves propagate rapidly, synchronizing herd readiness before predators fully approach.
Hold, align, wait.
Downwind approach delays scent detection and compresses the herd's reaction window.
Wind wrong. Margin shrinking.
Auditory triangulation sharpens predator localization before visual confirmation occurs.
Rising density compresses movement options and shifts herd stability toward forced displacement.
Crowding. Paths closing fast.
Herd segmentation emerges when individuals detect directional advantage in nearby terrain. Downhill gives speed.
Visual confirmation escalates threat state and initiates coordinated readiness behavior. Lateral displacement waves reduce direct encounter probability along predator interception paths.
Shift now. Stay aligned.
Frontline positioning by dominant males reorients herd movement and stabilize direction.
Front holds. Others follow.
Pre-run postures align muscular load for maximum acceleration during initial escape bursts.
Ready, hold, burst.
Synchronized acceleration minimizes individual targeting by saturating predator selection cues.
Flank pressure narrows escape geometry and redirects herd flow toward lower-risk openings.
Opposing predator vectors elevate central herd risk and reduce effective escape corridors. Angular cuts exploit predator momentum and create brief separation opportunities.
Closing distances elevate peripheral vulnerability, where herd shielding is weakest.
Too exposed. Shift inward.
Topographic dips briefly disrupt predator sightlines and weaken tracking accuracy.
Fast rotating predators elevate pursuit frequency and compress recovery intervals.
Irregular substrate elevates stumble probability and jeopardize sustained escape momentum.
Recover balance now.
Herd reorganization can reveal temporary escape slots between overlapping predator groups.
Slot open. Push through.
High-speed surges widen distance and reduce interception accuracy during peak pursuit phases.
Coordinated predator arcs restrict lateral movement and raise capture probability. Diagonal predator advances isolate mid-position individuals where escape density thins. Center line thinning. Edge probing assesses reaction thresholds and identifies delayed responders.
Rotating lead pursuers maintain pressure and elevate prey fatigue rates.
Converging predator fronts funnel herd flow and heighten localized risk zones. Breakout attempts exploit early structural gaps before predator lines solidify. Push while gap exists. Fast predator adaptation collapses breakout windows and restores pressure. Density compression disrupts predator targeting and reduces individual exposure.
Stay deep in core.
Perimeter sweeps identify structural weaknesses within herd boundaries.
Hold formation tight.
Predator coordination elevates decision thresholds that shape immediate survival outcomes.
Choose angle carefully.
Low-light terrain reduces visibility and amplifies predator approach uncertainty.
Darkness reduces directional cues and compressed reaction margins.
Margins shrinking fast.
Dense clustering decreases individual selection efficiency during predator rushes. Predator penetration forces rapid directional fractures across herd structure.
Sudden lateral jinks exploit microgaps and momentarily reduce strike probability.
Gap now! Use it!
Layered pursuit waves amplify fatigue and shorten sustainable escape distance.
Distance burning down.
Uneven substrate reduces predator traction and temporarily shifts pursuit balance.
Terrain favors me.
Coordination lag widens escape margins when terrain disrupts predator timing. Controlled descent restores maneuver freedom and reduces entrapment likelihood. Predator retreat reflects unfavorable cost-benefit balance as distance increases. Dawn light reveals herd cohesion restored after nocturnal predator pressure and spatial reorganization. Boundary scanning identifies residual threats and maintains herd spatial integrity through perimeter vigilance.
Juvenile grazing reflects brief safety windows created by recent predator movements and vigilance.
Herd displacement follows vegetation gradients that regulate nutrition, water access, and movement efficiency.
Mixed species alignment improves predator detection and stabilizes migration flow across corridors efficiently.
Calves acquire movement cues through observation, synchronizing future herd responses under predation pressure.
Approaching weather fronts redirect herd trajectories and reshape short-term survival and migration patterns. Night clustering increases detection redundancy and reduces individual predation probability during peak risk hours. Terminal vigilance frames herd orientation and sets energy-saving priorities for night-long energetic conservation behaviors. Migration persists as a landscape-scale process, linking resources, climate, and population resilience over time.